These boundaries themselves reflect a particular line of historical development, namely a particular Western Enlightenment tradition in history's discipline. He says there's no transcultural or transhistorical assent to these boundaries, and some disciplines have already moved beyond these boundaries. So we don't have to be stuck with, I'm not going to look at that because I'm not going to call that history kind of thing. But wait a minute, right? It's history. Look at all of it, right? He says we cannot appeal to some cosmic rules of our discipline to prevent exploration of these issues. Those rules evolved in a particular historical context, and as the guild, we are allowed to rethink and revise them if they are needed, right? We cannot blame the discipline, he tells us, as we have inherited. He says we are responsible, that is, historians are responsible for what they do with this inheritance. Freedom to re-engage old questions from new perspectives is part of what it means to think critically. And so historians can look at, in fact, should, he's suggesting, look at these kinds of issues.
This kind of reminds me a little bit of, it'd be the opposite of history, but prehistory or future history with Minority Report. So, but different from the book, but I'm talking about the movie here with Tom Cruise. He's always running, and it's a really good movie, but they convict people based on future crimes, and they stop somebody from, most of the time it's murder or some big event. And so they say, because we were able to see it and catch you pretty much within the commission of a certain amount of time, we're convicting you based on what you would do in the future. Then Tom Cruise's character sees something that says, it does seem like we're looking at it like this, but here's an instance involving him, and that's the whole plot of the story, where this is not the case. And so they're taking in new information saying, now we got to look at everything all over again to see if we're missing part of the piece of the story here, and we're missing the second shooter or something along those lines that he sees in the mirror of the plot for this story. And so to just say it's too complicated or that complicates the situation here, but we're wanting the true picture. We're wanting to believe all the true things that are available to us in history. And so when these events come along, to just dismiss it out of hand and tell it to go sit in the corner doesn't really deal with it, other than just devalues your entire pedagogy there for communicating to us what happened in history. So look at that. We got a sci-fi reference in there at least once.